Welcome to this special episode on Noble TV. Today we'll be looking at the person of His Excellency Governor Arthur Ifeanyi Okowa, the Executive Governor of Delta State. And also he doubles also as the Vice Presidential candidate for the forthcoming presidential election under his political platform of People Democratic Party. We meet today to discuss this is our guest in the house, Comrade Monday Ike Ojoma. Comrade, you're welcome.
It's a pleasure and compliment of the season.
Thank you so much. You just listened to the brief introduction we just had. We're looking at the person of His Excellency Governor Arthur Ifeanyi Okowa. Can you tell us about him, his development stride, and what he has achieved as the governor of Delta State?
Governor Ifeanyi Okowa is a grounded politician with a well knowledge of the political scenario in this country. He has started from the grassroots to where he is today. He has been seen almost everything a politician needs to see. So he has a vast knowledge of the political system of this country. Very, very articulate, very, very grounded, very, very intelligent, and very, very sharp when it comes to good governance. However, as a human being, he still have his the other side of him that might not be might not mean well for the political development of any nation.
It's okay. Thank you for that brief introduction. But can we look at what he has achieved as the governor of Delta State for these 7 years? I think I can lay credence to. I just passed the flyover at Coca. I think that's one of his achievements. I think the government of Delta State built that, or is it a federal government project?
No, it's actually a state government project.
It's a state government. Okay. Can you tell us about things he has been able to do in the state?
Yeah, Governor Ifeanyi Okowa is one of the luckiest governors, especially in the south, the political zone. When I say luckiest, it's lucky in the sense that he has a very huge resources to do whatever he wishes to do. He used to have one of the most vibrant senators. In fact, he has two of the most vibrant senators in Nigerian Senate, the outgoing Nigerian Senate. Someone like Senator Nwaboshi and Senator Ifeanyi, who's presented the governorship candidate of the other party.
The APC,
yes. These two had attracted a lot of development through NDDC to Delta State, and a lot of us are now singing praises of the governor, because each time you see a road being tarred, each time you see an infrastructure being built, each time you see a facility being erected, all you do, the governor is doing well. Some people do not get to bother to ask who is actually doing it. So people don't even know the difference between the federal government projects and state government projects. Some of these projects, they claim to actually federal government, especially NDDC, when it was going rosy between him and Senator Nwaboshi. Each time the state government claims to some of these projects, the senator keeps mute because we are in the same party. But being in an opposition partner is different thing. You can see each time the government say they did this, NDDC will come out and say no, it is NDDC project. So, but on his own, he has done well. Unfortunately, I wouldn't know where I thought his projects is. I don't know the criteria of awarding projects. Most of these projects are substandard. I don't owe anybody apology. I have proofs. The particular road in Warri, I was passing through that road around 7:30 p.m. I saw the usual headlights of vehicle to Tar Road, and I did a short video and I uploaded it on social media. In fact, they almost killed me because they say I am anti-Okowa. I said no. Let us say when we see somebody is doing good, you say he's doing good. Like the flyover is a wonderful development. It's a wonderful effort. Very courageous, very laudable. My concern is the huge amount of resources they are spending on these projects. If you know amounts they are spending on some of these projects, that amount can do 3 times such projects. Some of the projects are shouting projects that does not have any benefit to the masses, direct benefit to the masses. What is the essence of putting a street light when the people are hungry? what is the essence of, there are some communities that are very vital to the economic development of this state. There are some communities that are very important, that are linked to other communities, but such communities are forsaken. They don't have access to those.
Well, I can see you don't want to mention the projects, and neither you want to mention some of those.
No, I can be specific. I can be specific.
Okay, if you can mention one or two of those projects.
If you go to places like Ndokwa East, they are outrightly out of this government. I do not owe anybody. I don't have, nobody told me to say it. I don't have any particular interest in Ndokwa East. I'm not from Ndokwa East. Because I'm from the same local government with the governor.
That's a car
Northeast.
Okay.
Yes. But if you go to places in Ndokwa East, go through this Oko to Abalo Shimile, to Uchi Road. They claim they've awarded now. That those people are living outside the shores of this state. Go to a place like Abala. I'm saying the Ndokwa East. There are a lot of places like that. There are places also in the same Eka that is from, that are not accessible. Places from Utobeje to Otolopo, which is my community, to there are a lot of rural communities, agrarian communities that produce enough food that can serve this state, but such communities are not motorable. We saw some other projects that, for example, in Iseluku, there's this shoe factory that were provided a lot of jobs for the team unemployed data use, but it was abandoned. Tell me a particular factory, a particular industry, a particular project that they have built in this data state the last 7 years that will create job for the unemployed graduates. There is none. So we cannot continue to talk of infrastructure development when there is no human capital development. We're not talking of year gap and whatever you say, you give the starter pack and people go and sell it. Tomorrow they reapply, because even the yardstick of getting those people that they are trained is also questionable, because it's a means of settling political loyalists.
Well, it's okay. I've listened to you. I'm trying to connect the dots. You know, you started by saying that he's an excellent technocrat. You started by saying that he has done well. And you saying all this thing, I'm trying to connect the dots between what you said he has done, what you said he has achieved. Though you agreed by, you said the state government got a lot of funds, as in they've got a lot as an oil producing state. And I remember sometime a few months ago, about 3 months ago, 2 months ago, there was this riot by pensioners that they were not being paid. You understand? So I'm trying to connect all this together on how well this government has performed these years.
Yeah, if I am to assess them based on all areas of life, all strata, all angle, all sectors, I wouldn't give them a P. Because the areas they did well, they claim they did well, which I am talking about now. If you go into details, you find out that they've not actually done anything. All they did was shouting projects. For example, like this flyover we are saying at the stadium. How did this affect the life of Okada man on the street? How does it affect the life of that rice farmer in Otuela? How does it affect the Gare farmer in Ubolu?
But I think the flyover project will help decongest that traffic at Coca.
Fine, it will help decongest traffic. Is the traffic our major problem? There is hunger in the state. There's unemployment is growing. Insecurity is high in this state. A lot of kidnapping. A lot of. Do you know that yesterday there was a lot of court clashes, both in Saple and in other communities, because people are not gainfully employed. Create an avenue where the youth can be gainfully employed. We're not talking about political appointment. It is sad when you hear that they're giving somebody a political appointment 4 to 5 months to the end of a tenure. Political appointment, is it job creation? It's temporary. I even advocated for a situation whereby if I want to have an SA, a special advisor, a special personal assistant, I can get them employ all of them to the ministry, get them from the ministry, and deploy them. So that when your administration finishes, the person go back to his place of work. Not giving somebody political appointment after 4 5 years of your administration, the person become jobless again, throw back into the unemployment market. It's not employment. You're not helping them.
It's okay. Thank you so much. We've listened to what Comrade Monday Ojoma just shared with us on the person of Governor Arthur Ifeanyi Okowa. Let me ask you this. During this past primaries of the PDP, when Atiku emerged as a candidate, Atiku decided to choose Okowa as his running mate. Don't you think it's a plus to the governor that he was being chosen amongst other candidates as a vice presidential candidate? Don't you think the party believe he has a lot to offer, or rather Atiku believe he has a lot to offer?
Yeah.
Don't you think it's a plus to the people of Delta State that their son is a vice presidential candidate? If Atiku wins, he becomes a vice president. Don't you think it's a plus to the state?
Yeah, Atiku made a wise choice by choosing Okowa as his running mate, because remember at the beginning, that was why I said he's politically grounded. And he has the resources to sustain the party. These are some of the two criteria they look at when choosing a running mate. What is the political relevance? Okowa, like Adame Bola Tinubu of APC, that built a lot of human capital resources around. Okowa has political eye in every community in Delta State, and he has this quality of a leader that if Okowa meets you today and see you in the next 3 years, you still remember your name. So he has a lot of political followership as far as Delta State is concerned. This is what, and he has the financial capability to support the presidential campaign. These are some of the things they look at. So it's really a plot for PDP, and I wouldn't know if it's a plot for the state, because I don't see until they become the vice president where the state is going to gain from it.
It's okay. Thank you so much. One final question. This is out of what we're discussing. What do you think are the chances of a PDP?
PDP.
Atiku
Okowa. Well, like I said, PDP, APC, there are two sides of a coin. Whoever is believing in PDP to come and take over from APC and change this country for better is daydreaming. And whoever is expecting APC based on what they have we have seen them do in the past 8 years, and expect them to turn around and change the fortune of this country, it's also daydreaming. That's why we need a third force. I don't know where the third force is coming from, but I believe a third force is definitely what Nigeria needs to change this country.
Thank you so much. We've listened to Comrade Monday Ojoma talk to us on the performance of His Excellency Governor Ifeanyi Okowa, and also the chances of the PDP in the forthcoming presidential election. Thank you so much, Comrade. One final words for our esteemed Deltans. Now we're talking about Deltans and Nigeria. What's your final word for them?
Well, my final words to Deltans and Nigeria, especially this celebration series period, while you are celebrating, always remember there is a tomorrow coming. Be security conscious. Be your neighbor's keeper. When you see something, say something. Security is everybody's business.
Thank you so much. You heard what he said. See something, say something. Security is everybody's business. Thank you so much, Comrade Monday Ojoma. My name is Noble Arize. Thank you for watching us, Noble TV. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and your comments. Thank you so much.